Good evening, and welcome to Unsolved Mysteries. I'm your host, Norris, and tonight we're taking a deep dive into the origins of the man they call DeadBite. Little is known of the man they call DeadBite, other than his name. Any information we have garnered here tonight has come from speculation, word of mouth, or rumour. During our investigations, we came across many a character, some shady, some bad, and some damn right evil, but none more evil than the man himself. Life for DeadBite began as it does for many of us, from humble origins as a test tube baby gone wrong to the deranged host of a show he has since hijacked. Life hasn't been easy for DeadBite. Our first contact in this investigation was a man we met at a tobacconist at an undisclosed location in New York. The man smelt and looked like a human ashtray, but his information was solid. He claims DeadBite is a result of an experiment called Respawn, an experiment with the goal of producing viable clones for the purpose of God only knows what. It is rumoured that the man behind the experiments, a man they called Last Respawn, used his own DNA as samples for the experiment. It's speculated that DeadBite is the resulting offspring of one of these experiments. Although we later come to learn through our investigative team that Last Respawn actually fornicated with a goblin underneath the church, and it's believed that that is the real conception of DeadBite. Make of that what you will, folks. We simply do the investigation, we don't judge what we uncover. So needless to say, from birth he has been poked, prodded and experimented on by men in white coats. Growing up in this environment left DeadBite bitter and twisted, creating the ghoulish character we see today. It is believed his obsessive hatred towards the world, games, nostalgia, that sort of thing, came during an awful incident in 1995. A young DeadBite and his adopted mother went to the inaugural E3 conference at the LA Convention Center in 1995. DeadBite nips away to check out the Atari kiosk, and when he returned to his adopted mother, she was being assaulted by a Nintendo sales rep behind the N64 kiosk. This incident has stayed with DeadBite and led him down a dark, twisted path. We believe DeadBite and his followers feel that the show and its following actually belong to them. We don't know if it's because they share the same name, or it's just the workings of the mind of a sick individual. But we strongly believe that Dan and the show are DeadBite's true desires. We made several attempts to contact Dan, David and Xander, but by the time we flew out to the Bermuda Triangle, David and Xander were AWOL, and Dan had fled the island after the purge, back to his native New York. Whether he made it, we're not quite sure. Our attempts to reach out to David and Xander were just as fruitless. We did, however, make contact with a drug dealer who claimed to serve Xander, but once he realised we were doing an investigation, he told us, and I quote, "You unsolved bitches can go fuck yourselves." So we left. That led to nowhere. Another dead end. And that brings us to this point in our investigation. We stand here having learned little about DeadBite's origins, other than the things we've speculated. be sure, things will come clear soon. We believe there is something boiling up in that sick mind of his. So, you stay safe out there, folks. And unfortunately tonight, this mystery remains unsolved. Thanks for tuning in. God bless.